How's it going, everyone? Derek from Make Media Studios, and this is not actually my studio. We are on a green screen. Roll that setup B-roll. All right, so this week I'm going to show you how to light a green screen. Then next week we're going to have part 2 where we take that footage into Premiere Pro, use Ultra Key, and key out the green screen and replace that background with something else. Okay, if this is your first time to the channel, go down below and hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button and give us a comment if you have any questions along the way. All right. So I decided to just replicate my studio setup here in my garage with the green screen behind me. It's hot out here. It's the beginning of summer, and it's about like 100 degrees outside. I am sweating, but this is it, okay? I have a little bit of B-roll footage of me setting up this green screen here in the garage. I'm going to go over kind of the tools and things you need to light the green screen and some of the things you can use in your camera to make sure that the lighting on the green screen is even, or to the best of your ability. You really want it to be a constant green all the way around. These shadows here that I have on the edge are kind of hard. You're going to get them either way because I can't get this light further enough away from it, and it's going to leave shadows, but you want to even it out as much as possible. So what I'm using for this is I'm using my false color in my Atmos 5 recorder. Now the false color gives me I use it looking at the green screen, and I try to make it as even as possible. It is probably going to be a circle in the middle of it. I'm going to show you a before. All right, so here on this image here, you can see the screen of my Atmos 5. This has the false color enabled. This is when I hadn't really messed with the lighting on the green screen. I had just put lights up. You can see some of it's red. It's hot. It's too bright. All right, I'm trying to go for a 50 IRE on the histogram for the green portion of the frame. Okay, if the green was covering the entire frame, you should have a straight line across your histogram showing 50 IRE with no waves or curves at the end. It's hard. It's not, if you have a lot of lights, you're able to complete that. I'm doing this with 3 lights. I still get a little vignetting on the side because I have the lights making sure that the center of the green is as even as possible. I might have to do some touch up later for things like down here in Premiere Pro to get rid of that, but I'm going to try to keep my hands here and me in the middle of the frame in the shot. I use my histogram to make sure that's 50 IRE across for the green screen, and I also make sure that the false color looks even. So like I said, here's a shot of what the false color looks like when it's uneven, and here's an even false color. As you can see, it's still a circle, but it's even across that circle, and it starts to dip off on the sides. So some of the tools you're going to need, okay, this is a Westcott green screen. Well, it's in a Westcott bag. I'm not sure if it's a Westcott green screen, but it is a green fabric. You can see me putting it up in this shot here. I'm using 2 C-stands and a crossbar, okay? So we got C-stands, crossbar, and you have a green fabric. You're going to want to get creases and folds out of it. This fold here in my fabric, it's not perfect. I can't get it completely out in the time that I wanted, but hopefully in post I can make it come together as much as possible. So you want to stretch the green screen, make sure that there's no creases in it. I use clamps, okay? Clamps to pull there's a clamp right. So here's a clamp right here, but there's 4 or 5, maybe 6 clamps all the way around pulling the green screen tight. That's how I get most of the creases out of it. Okay, and see there's another clamp over there as well. There's another clamp over there. There's a clamp over there, and that's a propane tank. That has nothing to do with this video. It's just in my garage and it's in the shot. Propane tanks, woohoo! So then I have 3 lights on this light. I got 2 lights on softboxes out on the outside, and I have 1 third light above it. You don't need the third light, but I'm able to make a more even lighting across my green screen if I'm using that third light from the top. If you only have 2, work with what you got and just make sure that it's even across the green screen. You want to, like I said, 50 IRE across for that. I expose my face to 60 IRE, so I'm just a little bit brighter on my face than the 50 IRE green behind me. Couple other things. I'm realizing this now. I'm wearing a dark green hat. That could be an issue. If that's an issue, we're going to have issues making this in post, but I think I'll be able to figure it out. Don't wear a green shirt. That's something you want to make sure you don't do, okay? Evenly lit green screen is going to help you key it out easier in post, okay? I have a key light on me. I have a backlight on me, just like I have in my normal studio lighting setup. I have a lighting tutorial that I'll link somewhere over here so that you can see my setup in my studio, and I kind of mimic that here so that I can transpose me into my studio for that intro shot. Okay, I got 2 softbox lights lighting the green screen behind me. I got 2-point lighting on me. I don't have 3rd point. I don't have a fill light over here. There's a window that's further out that way that's giving me a little bit of fill, but 3-point lighting on your subject. 2 lights in the back, stretch the green screen, make sure there's not too many creases or anything like that, and that's your basic green screen setup. Okay, 50 IRE, not too many creases, evenly lit, use false color and your histogram to see that nice perfect straight line. Light your subject like you would or where they're going to be. You don't want to light them for an interior shot like this in my studio and then go put them in a field. Not going to look right. You're going to need to light them a lot brighter if they're going to be out in the field, or at least have lighting all the way around and not have dark shadows on one side if it's going to be in the middle of a field. So light your subject according to where you're going to place them. Light the green screen as even as possible and just have fun with it. Show me what you can make with a green screen. Link it down below or send it to my Instagram. I'd love to see what you guys have done with a green screen. Green or blue fabric or some kind of background is great because they're the opposite from skin color, okay? So on the color wheel, green and blue are opposite from the skin colors, which is your red and orange, okay? So that's why green and blue exist like that. So use green, use a blue screen, make something, send it my way. This is a quick tutorial this week. Next week, we're going to be showing you how to take this into Premiere Pro, key me out, and place me somewhere else. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, tell your friends about us. We got 3 podcasts coming up that I'm really, really excited about. By the time you see this video, I will have recorded my next podcast, which comes out next Monday. Okay? It's a really big one. I actually got an actor from down in LA that I've met on a set that is like worked with David Fincher and other larger productions. So it's going to be awesome to find out firsthand from an actor that's been in the industry for many years, some tips and tricks for people that are starting out. So make sure to check out that podcast. It's on Spotify on Monday mornings, and it's also live on YouTube on Mondays. So thanks for watching Make Media Studios. This is another tutorial brought to you by Make Media Studios, and we are out. Wait, stop. Look, there's more things that you can still do. Look, if you minimize whatever video you're currently watching of mine and you scroll down a little bit, there's going to be this red subscribe button. You know what you do? You click it. Check this out. Ready? Watch. It's crazy. It goes from red to gray. Right? Blew my mind. I want you to check to see if yours goes from red to gray. And I want you to leave a comment down below if it did. And that's about it. Now you're at the end of the video. Go on ahead and watch something else now.